Hello, Revere, and welcome to the Revere Veterans and Community Show. Today I have a great special guest. His name is Sergeant Joe Internicola, Jr., an Army veteran of 3 years formerly, and he's also a sergeant on the Revere Police Department. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Morris.
You're going to be talking about MassBadge first, so tell us how it got started.
Okay, MassBadge was started somewhere around 19 years ago by a police officer, another police officer by the name of Raul Goncalves. You met him before on the show.
Yes, I did.
So Raul started with a harbor cruise and donate money for different charities, and while he was a Boston Municipal Police officer, became an Everett police officer, somehow came up with the idea of police officers from different jurisdictions, different departments, operating for a good cause under one shield, and that was the MassBadge shield.
Right, but exactly what does MassBadge do?
MassBadge is just a combination of police officers throughout the state that volunteer their time to give back to any named charity. Sometimes we donate to Children's Hospital or Cops for Kids with Cancer or whatever that may be for that year's charity. And the goal is to not have to say the state police with the Everett Police, with the Revere Police, with Transit Police, and just say MassBadge. We're all under one, one agency rather than 20 different agencies together. You only have to say MassBadge. And again, the idea is to give back to the community.
Right.
And so I've been the vice president of MassBadge for, I want to say, about 7-8 years now.
But this is the 5th year that you're coming into Revere with MassBadge?
Yes. So Raul started the Thanksgiving dinner in Everett. He's an Everett police officer. I volunteered my time over there, and I said I wanted to bring this to Revere, this dinner to Revere. I think this would be a wonderful thing. So at the time, I got with former Mayor Dan Rizzo and said, what do you think about hosting a dinner here like they do in Everett? He loved the idea, and we did it. That was 5 years ago, and here we are today.
That's great. Now, just give us an example of what's going to be served at the MassBadge.
So hopefully, Salvo from Volare is healthy enough to join us this year and contribute. Last year, I think he deboned maybe 10 to 20 turkeys, and they were delicious. He did a wonderful job of cooking those, deboning them, baking them, and along with the turkey, not just turkey, we have ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, corn, gravy. And we have a dessert table, we have coffee, water.
That's great.
I mean, usually we get salad donated by Bertucci's, and that's one of the things. This dinner wouldn't be possible without the donations of many, many people.
I would like to thank Salvo. I know Salvo for quite a while. He's from the old country,
Yep.
and he's a great chef, and I understand that Italy went berserk when he left there to come here. That's how good a chef he is.
That's right. You can see that.
Okay. Now, I'd like to ask you, you're always looking for volunteers to help you out.
Yes, so if somebody wanted to come to the event on November 21st at the Casa Lucia between 5 and 8 p.m., they're more than welcome to come. I'll give them an apron or a T-shirt, and they can serve people. But mainly, we're trying to get the word out there to get the people to come to this wonderful community event. It's not just for veterans, it's not just for less fortunate people, it's for the community, it's for everyone. The idea of providing that family atmosphere to maybe those in the community of Revere. And that's
Right.
really...
And that's going to be held, I believe, at 61 Lucia Ave at the Casa Lucia?
Yes, so don't be confused. It does say the Matola Post. Matola Post was moved from Atwood Street, Garofalo Street. It's now on Lucia Ave. It's in conjunction with the Casa Lucia near St. Anthony's Church. Lucia Ave is off of Washington Ave and Malden Street. And I have these folders, these flyers that we'll be posting, trying to put the word out. The address is on there, Casa Lucia. And it's from 5 to 8 p.m., but we'll never turn anyone away if they come a little bit early or a little bit late.
Right. And Joe, one more time for our folks, what is the correct time that we're going to have the event?
The flyer says 5 to 8 p.m., but if someone comes a little bit early or if they run a little late,
Don't make anything.
We'll be there. We'll be
Okay.
there serving people.
That's great.
So if somebody wants to make a donation, they can call my cell phone or the mayor's, City of Revere Mayor's office at 781-286-8111. And they can make a donation in the form of City of Revere. They can write a check to City of Revere or MassBadge. Or they can donate cases of water, coffee, cans of cranberry sauce. You know, I don't turn anything away. We're going to feed people, so anything that you can give, whether it's your time, whether it's money, or whether it's food, will go to a good cause. And on that note, Mars, if you don't mind, I'd like to thank some of my sponsors.
Feel free to do so, but before you go do that, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
You have a lot of volunteers who have helped you. Can we name them and then go right into the sponsors?
Well, I have to thank my wife, who's
Dina?
Dina, who's sitting in the other room, who doesn't want to come in here right now. She's by my side no matter what I do. I don't know what I would do
And she's taking
without her.
care of your daughter too, by the
Yeah,
way.
she's holding my daughter, and she's there at every event that I do and helping and with a smile on her face. And I love her very much. I don't know what I would do without her. Her mother, Debbie Manfra, her father, my father-in-law, Ernie Manfra, who also owns Spartan Cleaning, one of the sponsors down below.
Right.
You know,
Read off the sponsors that
Okay.
you have here because they're the ones that help you make this a great event.
so Robbie and Peter DePisa, who are MFRP Corporation, they own the Squire. They contribute every year and support me in this. Again, I don't know what I would do without people like them donating. Eastern Equity is Jamie Russo. We have Market Basket and Stop and Shop Furlong Drive. They do several weekends in a row. They're selling hot dogs to raise money for this event, and they donate usually upwards of $500 every year, Stop and
Great.
Shop, which is unbelievable. I have Juan Yaramillo. He owns Sofie's Tech on Broadway, and I can always count on him for aprons, T-shirts, flyers, whatever I need. Him and Kevin Childs from Madison Printing. These flyers were made by Kevin. And if you notice that some of the sponsors are down below here. Saber from Good Diner. We have both Revere and Fire Department police, Fire Department unions that donate every year to this cause. My father-in-law's business is Spartan Cleaning Services. Volare, of course, with Salvo and Chris. I don't know what I would do without them. Salvo cooks every year. And that's just to name a few of the sponsors. But I go around. I don't turn anyone away.
Right. Joe, if there are sponsors out there listening who would like to donate for next year, they can contact you. Can you give them your
Yep.
phone number one more
Yes,
time?
again, on this flyer is my phone number, 781-858-1569. Please feel free to call me with any donations that you would like to make. Maybe we'll get your business or name on this flyer for next year.
That's great. Now, before we started to talk about MassBadge, we talked about the late Officer Talbot of the Revere Police that you were doing something. So why don't you expand?
That's the T-shirt I'm wearing. We just completed September 29th of this year was the 10-year anniversary of Officer Danny Talbot's murder in Revere. He was a Revere police officer, and in memory of Danny, we wanted to do something positive and give back to the community. So Officer David Karamanica, he's a detective, Officer Billy Soto, and myself, among a lot of members of the Revere Police Department, came together and held an event for Cops for Kids with Cancer. So we had it at the Casa Lucia. It was on the very day, September 29th, 2017. That was the 10-year anniversary of his death, and we were able to raise over $30,000 that year.
That's great. That's great.
So I'm wearing that shirt today because we were just able to give that check to Cops for Kids with Cancer today, and it was a very good day.
And I want to thank you because I also have cancer, so you help everybody when you do that,
Oh,
Joe.
thank you very much.
So I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
Joe. Now I noticed something. I had a beard this morning, and I said, well, I got to shave it because I'm going to meet Joe Internicola. But now I noticed you didn't shave your beard today, but you had a reason for that.
Right.
And what is it?
As Morris knows, we're trained in the military and in the police department. You shave every day. But I'm in the process of growing my beard because we're trying to raise money for Children's Hospital. So all police officers are donating $100 for that cause. typically we send it to the general fund or whatever the needs of the hospital are this particular year, whether it's the holiday fund. Mostly they ask for the general fund. But it goes to Children's Hospital. Last year we raised upwards of $5,000. We're hoping to raise more. If you would like to make a donation to Children's Hospital, any denomination, please feel free to contact me, and you can make a check out to Children's Hospital, and you can call me and I can come get that. But that's why we're growing the beards. So if you see police officers wearing beards, and you know that they were one of the people that donated their money to a wonderful cause.
That's great. I thought maybe the reason you were wearing your beard was because you didn't get enough money to shave it. Okay. But you corrected me on that.
So as the vice president of MassBadge, I'm very passionate about this community dinner, but that's not where it ends. I do MassBadge. We have several events throughout the year, but I also like to donate my time from the Revere Police Department, whether it's for Danny Talbot, whether it's for Children's Hospital, or whatever that event may be. So we kind of try to do different things, not just under MassBadge or the Revere Police, but
right. There's some money when it goes to Children's Hospital. Is that for research or just to help the kids there?
It's the general fund.
Yep.
The woman that we speak to, our point of contact at Children's Hospital, says that sometimes a lot of charities donate to the holiday fund, and then they're lagging in other areas where they need to send money. So we give it to the general so they can decide what the best area to use our money for.
Great. I'd like to change the subject completely for a few minutes, if I may. You were in the Army for 3 years. Could you give a little history about that?
Yes, I served 3 years active duty in the Army. I was stationed, I went to basic training in South Carolina, got my job in military intelligence.
That's what I was, in the intelligence in Germany.
I don't believe it.
I know you don't, but I was. You could check my discharge.
So you went to Fort Huachuca or no, back then? Was there a Fort Huachuca? Do you know, have you ever been there?
No.
Arizona?
No.
That's where they do all the military intelligence training. In Arizona, then I was stationed in upstate New York.
With us, it was different. They came right into the high school where I was, and they took us right from high school. And if you spoke Japanese, we had a couple of students. You went to Japan. If you spoke German, you went to Germany.
Right.
That's how it was with us then.
Yeah.
When you got out of the Army, what made you become a police officer?
I pretty much went in because I wanted to become a police officer. I wanted to serve my country. But the goal, since I can remember,
the Revere Police?
I've been on for over 13 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. And the goal since I was a little kid was to be a police officer, to help people. So that's why I'm involved in MassBadge and the unions, and I always thought it would be a noble job to be able to go to work and help people in need.
Don't let this go to your head, but you do a terrific, excellent, great job.
Oh,
if I can use all those words at one time.
Thank you very much.
I also knew your grandfather,
yes.
And I have to be honest with you, he was a great man, and people didn't know. His name was William Miranda, or Billy, we called him, Billy Miranda.
Yep.
And I do the music at the Senior Center, and he would always come to me to play one favorite song.
Spanish Eyes.
Right,
Yep.
and you know what it is.
Yep.
And he had a great friend at our Senior Center. I believe her name was Irma.
Irma, yep.
Acatello.
Yeah, I call Irma Achatullo my grandmother.
Sorry, Irma.
Irma's my grandmother from another mother, I call her.
Right.
She's part of the family now.
She's
Absolutely.
a great lady, also with the seniors.
Yeah, and she helps promote this event. She comes with her volunteers, and she's there every year helping out. And another one of those people that you don't know what you would do without.
Right.
So I'm lucky to have her. We're still lucky to have her in our lives.
And do you have any future events that you're planning or things that you'd like to do?
So MassBadge does a Christmas party every year. I believe this year is December 9th. It's at Anthony's in Malden. And what we do is you come to the party, you have to bring a toy. So everyone that comes there brings a toy, and then next thing you know, there's a wall of toys that we donate to Toys for Tots.
I don't know if you know this here, but many, many years ago, when I was a little younger, I worked for Hasbro's down in Pawtucket, I believe they are, and they used to put the toys aside that had a little defect. Did you ever contact them to see if you can get donations?
No, you know what? I'm going to leave that up to you this year.
No, I don't know anybody
I'm
there.
just kidding.
But you should.
No, it's a good idea.
Because Hasbro's does have a lot of toys, and they donated a tremendous amount when I was there to the police or fire department.
You'd be surprised. MassBadge with the D. Domenico Foundation, we raise thousands of toys, thousands of toys. It's amazing. I'm gonna make you come to the Christmas event this year, so you'll be there, and you can see for yourself.
What I would like you to do is have the people who want to donate toys where they can drop them off.
Yeah, they can drop them off at the Revere Police Station. Tish Schuler is a Revere Police rec center dispatcher supervisor. She's unbelievable. She's been donating toys to families in Revere probably for 20 years now. I'm not sure how long she's been doing it, but she's amazing. So they also donate to families in Revere, but you can call me as well. And again, my number is 781-858-1569. If you have toys to donate, you can come to Anthony's in Malden, drop them off there, go to the Revere Police Station,
The fire
or go to
department
City
too?
Hall. City Hall has a box. And if I could, I have a letter from the City of Revere this year. Mr. Mayor Brian Arrigo is supporting this dinner again, as he did last year, and hopefully we'll be there to serve people on the 21st of November. So I like to get the city involved. I like to get the senior centers, as many people as I can, to get involved in this dinner for the community.
Could you do me a favor for the people of Revere? Read the letter exactly what it says from the mayor.
It just says, to whom it may concern, I am writing to inform you that the 5th annual MassBadge Community Thanksgiving Dinner will be held on Tuesday, November 21st, 2017, from 5 to 8 p.m. at Casa Lucia, VFW Matola Post 4524, 61 Lucia Ave, Revere, Massachusetts. The mission of the community dinner is to reach out and touch the lives of those in our community. The City of Revere, in conjunction with MassBadge, is happy to promote events that bring together police officers, friends, and family, allowing for quality time to be spent amongst all in a fun, relaxed environment. For more information or to help donate to make our 5th annual Thanksgiving dinner a success, please contact Revere Police Sergeant Joe Internicola at 781-858-1569. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, Mayor Brian Arrigo.
Right, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
That was a
and
good
thank
idea.
you again, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Now, what kind of toys should the people donate? Because, I mean, there might be some toys that they shouldn't donate, like what the baby can swallow or something.
Well, no, because we don't just give adult toys to babies and vice versa. You know, so whatever's donated, we're going to find a home for it. Because we have anywhere from
And what kind of
toddlers to 17-year-olds. So, I mean, you never know.
What kind of toys do you get out of the most stuff, if I may ask you? Because I may come down there.
Books, interactive learning toys. I mean, action figures, Barbie dolls, stuffed animals.
I know this may sound crazy. It's not a toy, but if people want to give you CDs and things to donate to other people, they can do that too?
Absolutely. Again,
Oh, you take?
we'll take everything.
Oh, okay.
We'll find a home for it. You know, we'll find a home, whatever you donate.
Right.
There's somebody out there in need, you know, especially during the holidays. So we try to reach them.
Right. Now we are into Christmas already. What do you got planned for the next 2018? Because this will be in November, and Christmas is almost right after that. So 2018, any good things coming up there too?
I think we have a lot going on.
Without the dates mentioned, because they can watch the show.
So we do, this year will be the 20th MassBadge Harbor Cruise. It's usually in July out of Seaport, and that's again to
What kind of cruise is that?
it's called the MassBadge Harbor Cruise, and it's again to raise money for a different named charity every year, somewhere different.
And what does it cost anything to go on
It
it?
does, yeah.
Can you tell us
It's
what
usually $30 or $40 per person,
And
and that gives you 4 hours out on Boston Harbor in July. It's a great time. It's a great event, and it's for a great cause. And again, every year I can't tell you what next year's event will be for, but we'll name a charity and we'll make a donation.
That's
You can
great.
rest assured we're raising money to give back in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
And speaking of giving back, I wanted to give you a little something.
Oh,
This is for you and the staff here at the. This is St. Michael, Archangel St. Michael on one side, and it's the Revere Police patch and badge on the other side. So
Thank
there's
you.
one for you and for everyone here working.
thank you. So I'll make
Thank
sure that, thank you for the one that you gave me. I'll make sure Bob Dunbar gets one, Rick Thomas gets one, and Andrew gets
All
one.
right, and thank you for what you do.
Right. But we're not done yet.
All right, but I just wanted to thank you for what you do on here and having me on again. I
Oh, it's an
appreciate it.
honor and a pleasure, Joe. As that makes the show, for all the things you've done for us.
I try to come on every year with Morris, but I wasn't on last year because he was in the hospital and he was dearly missed last year.
I'd like to talk about
I'm glad
that.
you're back.
Joe, I wish you would have arrested that son of a gun who did this to me,
I know.
because I'll never be the same again. But this is because people do not stop at a red light.
Right.
And Joe, since you are a sergeant on the police force, if they don't have lights with the traffic, where they breeze through, where they think there's no police officer, have them put a camera there. Now, it may not be useful in court, but it may be useful to see who's the one that did the dirty work.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because, you know, going through red lights is breaking the law. But if they're caught on the cameras, it doesn't hold up in court. Am I correct?
Well, the problem with the cameras is a great thing to charge someone, but the camera can't stop them from hitting you. People need to just drive more
Exactly.
cautiously. They need to slow down. They need to put their phones down and pay attention to the road. That's what they need to be doing.
Now, you go a lot to the school and speak to the kids.
I do.
Tell us what you talk to them about and what you'd like them to see when they grow up.
My son is going to be 10 years old. He goes to the Whalen here in Revere. I live in Revere. So I like to go to his classroom, and I like to go with my uniform and my gear on, just like I coach his Pop 1 football team, E Squad. He's playing football this year. But I like to show the kids that I am a father. I'm a police officer, but I'm a father. I live in this community. I care about giving back. You see on the news a lot children and the news portraying police officers as scary, and you don't want to be that way. So most importantly, we're your friend. If you're ever in trouble, if ever a child's in trouble, you want them to come to the police and want them not to be afraid. Sometimes I'm working a detail, or I'm at a store in uniform, and a parent thinks it's funny. Oh, I'm going to tell them to take you with them. I'm going to tell them to arrest you, and they're like, oh no. But I try to be like, and it's cute, but I try to be like, nope, we're here, we're your friend. We're not arresting you. You know, come to the police if you ever need it, if you're ever in need. That's the message I try to portray to children.
That's great.
You know.
And you go around and teach them about if they want to even be police officers.
Yep.
And now I have to ask you, what is the qualifications and training to become a police officer? Is there an age limit?
There is no age limit.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Don't look at me. I can't walk.
For me, I can just only tell what my experience was. You have to be 21 years old now to take the police exam.
Okay. But there's no age limit after that.
No. You just have to be at least 21 years of age.
Right.
I personally went to college at Northeastern University.
Yep.
Graduated from the 5-year co-op program. Once I graduated, took the exam. Never heard anything. Went to the Army. Served 3 years active duty in the Army. And I came out after, 5 years of school, 3 years of the Army. And I took the exam again. And then that's when I got hired. And then I went to the police academy for 6 months. So it was almost a 10-year
Where is
journey.
the police academy located at?
There's several different throughout the state.
Oh.
I went to the T Academy. It's one of the stricter ones. They make you shave your head bald and every Sunday. And they run it like a Marine Corps
Right.
academy.
Oh.
You know. But the one thing about that is you go to an academy that's difficult, and you earn it. And when you graduate, and when you get that badge pinned on you, you get it with pride.
Right.
Just like the military. Basic training, for me, wasn't easy. It was 9 weeks of, torture. It was just a different experience. And you know what? When I finished it, I couldn't have been more proud of myself, just like graduating that 6-month academy. So if it's easy, and it's easy come, easy go, that's not the type of police officer you want. That's not the type of soldier you want. It has to be hard for a reason. You earn it, you appreciate it more, and you never forget what it took to get there.
Right. Now, when you first went into the police force, how do you work yourself up through the ranks? Do you take exams, or they just pick you to become?
No, you have to. It's just like becoming a police officer. You have to take a civil service exam, and then based on where you rank in that, if they're hiring or not, they'll pick you according to your score and your veterans preference. They have veterans preference here in Massachusetts.
They do?
Yes, they do.
And do they give the veterans a little leeway, if I may ask you?
Absolutely.
Good, because
Absolutely.
they deserve it.
Yep.
Joe, we got about 3 minutes left.
Okay.
Take a cut, 2.5, and talk about whatever you want, and you can reiterate even what you want to do about MassBadge and the rest.
Well, if you're watching this, if you can help me spread the word to have people attend this wonderful community Thanksgiving event for a wonderful, delicious meal at the Casa Lucia, November 21st, which is a Tuesday, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving from 5 to 8 p.m., and you won't regret it. Tell your friends, tell your family, all are welcome, no questions asked at the door. Just please come join us and enjoy a wonderful meal.
Right. Briefly, if they want to donate to Officer Talbot's too, just give us another reiteration on that.
Yeah, so that was the 10-year anniversary. We just raised $30,000. I'm not saying you can't donate to Officer Danny Talbot. You're more than welcome to go to the police station with a check. For Cops for Kids with Cancer, we'll pass that on as well. Not just about MassBadge or whatever, but if you want to make a donation, or if you know someone that owns a business that can donate gift cards or cases of water or anything for that matter, please feel free to contact me. I believe I gave my number like 4 times today, so please feel free to contact me with any questions you may have. If transportation is needed, Kevin Childs from Madison Printing Group, who printed these, also owns Yellow Taxi, and he said he would be more than happy to give rides to anyone in need.
Joe, real quick in 1 minute, if I may ask you, when people want to give a donation to the police, sometimes they come to the door. How do you know they're not scam artists? That's what I mean, because
when in doubt, go right to the police station.
that's the best place to drop it off.
Yep, or if you
Or
can
mail it right to the police
right,
station.
400 Revere Beach Parkway, Revere, Massachusetts.
Okay, Joe, we got about 30 seconds
Okay.
left. I want to say it was an honor and a pleasure to have you come up here. You do a great job, and God bless you, Joe.
God bless you.
Thank you
very
again.
much.
And I want to say thank you to the people of Revere. Thanks to all the veterans out there, all the military who are serving. Thank you. And most of all, thanks America, for God bless our great country, the United States. Thank you all for listening.